Alright, this is the only Saturday I'll be working, okay?
Okay.
Tease! Me and the little guy are looking for the dust bowl for the recessed light so I can take care of drilling out those holes today. It is the weekend. The in-laws are coming in town here tonight, so I'm gonna try to just do that part, just the recessed light, so we stay on track. It's almost the perfect driving distance to finish my coffee. Alright guys, I just have a quick 2 or 3 hour day here. I'm gonna drill out the holes now for the recessed lights and then bug this place, or bug bomb this place. What do you call it? Bomb bug? Bug bomb, whatever, the smoke. And it'll go all into the cracks now that we remove these walls, up into the recessed light holes, through all the crevices. We have so much demoed out in the kitchen now where all the cracks and stuff could just be filled with these fumes. And most of the spiders, I mean, there's a ton of spiders in this house that are visible, so I can only imagine what's like crawling around in the darkness. So I'm not gonna wire the recessed lights, I'm just drilling out the holes and bombing it before the in-laws come in later, so that way it's just free of the bugs, free of the debris and everything floating around the house. All right, I'm tired of this funky lighting. Let's get some recessed lights in here. The trick is to have a dust bowl like this that goes around the whole saw here, and it'll just collect the meat of all of the debris, plus a little bit of soapy water will also collect a lot of the dust and make it just fall straight down. Again, there is asbestos in my ceiling, so I am wearing an entire gown, a P100 mask, using soapy water and this dust bowl. Okay, so I finished cutting out all the big 6-inch holes. I didn't do any of the bathroom recessed lighting because I didn't lay that out yet. I'll do that like way later in the future. And then the upstairs hallway and bathroom I also did not do, but again, future layout design there, and we can definitely wait. But now both living rooms are done. This one over here and the upstairs one and the kitchen like you see right here above me. So we're solid. We could start wiring these up someday, but now when I gas this house, all of that should go up there. Wow, that took, I don't know, 2-3 hours just to cut out 4, 8, 12, 18 recessed light holes. So we're done for now. I took up a lot of time doing this, so I'm actually gonna go home now. It's Saturday, remember? So I don't know, we'll see what happens Sunday and Monday. Bye, have fun at work.
Bye.
One of the biggest upgrades we are doing to this house is adding a sliding glass door right here. I have Les right here today helping me bring in some lumber. We're gonna frame this up and it's just gonna open this whole thing up towards the lake. I think it's gonna be awesome. There was once a door framed out here already. You can see the header. For some reason they covered it up. But either way, we're gonna use this window and a few of these little gaps here to add a 72-inch sliding glass door. So here's what we have. We have the header and all of the jack studs, king studs, and everything else. And then if we have time, we'll do the fireplace. Just like we did in the mountain cabin, we're taking this thin insulation from the exterior walls and putting them on the interior walls for some soundproofing, and then we'll apply thicker insulation later. So we have our temporary supports right here to hold up the joist in the ceiling so it doesn't collapse in the bigger opening that we're doing here. Once we cut these king studs and jack studs out, it's possible for it to collapse, right? I've seen plenty of contractors not to take this step, but we went ahead and did it. It's okay, baby. All right, now with the whole header over here, 2x10 header, two of them, by the way, the jack stud and the king stud on both sides. I have some extra blocking here on both sides, and then I have the blocking on top there. So I should be able to take all of these temporary braces off, and we'll see if there's any damage to the ceilings up there. You can see Les put some cardboard on the top of this support brace so that way it didn't really puncture into the sheetrock as much. Give it a little bit of cushion there. Another day done. We got the entire framing for this door and quite a few other things done today, so that's pretty exciting. But the view out of this thing is just spectacular. I'll show you again tomorrow, and I think we're gonna actually install the door tomorrow, so I'll see you in a few seconds. So for my plan this morning, I'm here alone for 3 hours. I'm gonna try to get these recessed lights actually hooked up today. I just have this one left that I need to actually tie into the switch over there. And I've been contemplating putting the ceiling fan on its own separate switch. It's not gonna have a light on the ceiling once we get the new one. The lights are gonna be the recessed lights, and it's just gonna be a lightless ceiling fan. So the question is, do I tie it all into one light switch and make it where you have to pull the strings to turn it on and off? Or should I tie it to a brand new switch? Not quite sure. I think for now I'm just gonna hook everything up to one, and then I'll figure that out as the days go by. I will need to cut out this pretty soon because we have sheetrockers coming in at some point in the week or two probably. The other thing I've noticed is that this does not have a power running to the switch. You can see just one set of wires here, the black and the white and the ground. So that means this switch toggles power that's already running to the fan. So somewhere there's power running there and not to here. So I'm not an electrician, so I'll have to figure this out. I know I could just wire this directly to just the lights up there and just toggle those, but how to get both onto their own switches and everything, ay, ay, ay. Hello? I don't really like to show my electrical game on camera because I know somebody's gonna yell at me when their husband gets electrocuted or wife or whatever. But I got some stuff hooked up over here where the ceiling fan was, and whenever we get a ceiling fan, I'll then need to rework some of it. But check it out, here's the switch. Boom! We got 5 of the lights now. I just need to hook this one up real quick with the quick connect thing. That's dangling right there. It's real easy to do. I know my camera is adjusting for the color temperature here, but I meant to get 3000 K, whatever, Kelvin, whatever that is, instead of, I think it's 2700. I don't know if I messed up or the order got messed up. These are pretty yellow, which is what we used to roll with, but now the 3000 just makes it a little bit more crisp and fresh. But whatever, if I need to pop these out, it's actually just as easy as taking off this little quick connect thing on there and plugging in new lights, and I can return these and just leave the junction boxes and return the new junction boxes. However, I gotta work that out. Anyway, down here on the floor, that's where the kitchen is, and in the kitchen there's no attic access to mess with the recessed lights. And I've kind of cut out the holes and messed with it a little bit, and I can't do it without puncturing more holes in the sheetrock, which I don't want to do because then you have to tape and float it back up and so on. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to cut out a rectangle out of the floor, wire everything up, run holes through the joist down there, and then tie in all my recessed lights. And then I'm gonna do the same for the bedroom behind this wall here, because that's where the living room downstairs is with the fireplace, and maybe even the other bedroom down the hall. Once that's cut out, I'll put it right back on because it'll be the exact shape of what I cut out. Glue it, screw it, make sure it doesn't squeak, maybe add some more supports, whatever. I think we're gonna do that. And since we'll be putting brand new floors down, no one will ever know. No one. See, the switch is there and it's running through this and going into there. I'm gonna have to run wire through the joist because you can see there's a joist there in the way. There's probably 2, 3, 4 joists that I'd have to drill through. So going through the ceiling is the best bet. Same goes for this room over here and that room over there. Got this big hole and yet I still missed it by like 6 inches. Either way, luckily there's a knockout hole right there for me to run wire through. There's already a hole. So I need to run the wire through this joist and through that joist. And then I have my light over here, which I'll find underneath, and my light over there. Then run it that way, and it's on that side of the other joist. I am about to take another break. It's lunchtime and I've been skipping lunches lately, but I'm going to hot shot this house with this fogger. I have 3 of them, one for the attic, one upstairs, one downstairs. And I don't know, I've never used this before, but apparently it doesn't really coat your walls or anything. I guess we just shake it and press this tab. It says to find a good area. I'm gonna put it right here, shake it well. It says put it away from your face, but there's no like markings that show which way to put away from your face. So I'm gonna do it without looking at it at all, I guess. Shake, 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 shake. All right. Go, 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 go. You open up all the doors. Here we go. Okay, we got another bad boy right here. Here we go. Run! All right, let's get out of here.
Today, we're installing a sliding door on the deck. Follow me. Three big beads, eh? These are good questions to be asking when we're installing a sliding glass door. We got some questionable measurements going on here.
Believe it or not, we are 6 days in. Tomorrow will be a full week since we have owned this property straight out. So we've gotten a lot done with all the recessed light holes dug up, all the carpet ripped up, quite a bit of landscaping and wood burned, the sliding doors installed upstairs with the recessed lights. Again, I had quite a bit of help yesterday. All the outlet covers are pulled off of the walls. All the doorknobs are taken off so we can start getting those painted, and not the knobs, but the doors themselves. But we are rolling through this. Today I am here by myself just for a few hours again. That's what I love about this property compared to the mountain is, on the mountain it was like 12, 13, 14 hour days to make my time worth it when I'm only up there 4 or 5 days a week. Here I can come here, 5, 6, 7 days a week, dabble a little bit in the stuff, go home, eat, I am still putting in long days and a lot of effort, but it just takes a little bit of that off of my plate. And sometimes you come across things that you need to really think about, so I can go home, think about it, look up how to solve it online, come back to it the next day with a fresh mind and fresh body, and then get to it, right? But since I'm here for just a few hours, I think I'm gonna finish wiring up these lights. You can see my one recessed light here in the kitchen. I'm gonna wire the others, but I'm not gonna actually put the lights on because we did get a quote to scrape our ceilings from somebody. So we are gonna hire that out. And he's also gonna put up the sheetrock where it's missing. And when you think about it, especially in the upstairs room and down here, once the ceilings are scraped, once the sheetrock's on, all we need to do is paint, put new floors, and then the whole thing is fully enclosed and looks finished, right? We still need the kitchen and such, but like once the sheetrock and floors are down, this place is gonna be transformed. It's gonna be good. So just think a week or two in, by then it'll be about 2 or 3 weeks into this whole project. It's gonna be coming together. This is what the recessed light junction box looks like, right? When it's closed. And I put these knockout connectors here. So when you push a wire into it, it can go in, but it grabs onto it so you can't come out. And that just helps protect the wires from getting pulled. So then you tie the white to white with this pushing connector, ground to green and black, or the hot to this here. And then you put this into the ceiling. And then here's a little quick connect where you actually connect the light itself. You have one wire coming in that's hot, one wire going to the next light, and then the next light, and then the next light. And then the very last light box will only have one knockout connector because only one wire comes in because it's the end of the circuit. If you're curious on how I'm getting wires from one hole to the other, to the other, to the other, besides coming in from the floor above, is I'm running this fish tape right here, which is a metal flat wire kind of thing, over to the other hole, and it has a loop on it. And so then I loop the wire on the loop, or the hook, and then now I pull this. I probably need 2 hands, but oh, there it is actually. There's my wire right there. Boom. All right. And so in this room, you can see I have one already going from there to right there. I have never seen anything like this. Got these from Asheville. That almost wraps up a full first week at the property. We tackled some huge projects with the family in town, and we'll take care of the rest of the bathroom demo in a second, and then head home for the weekend. There's my 4-foot cut line right there. I should really finish cutting that tree down before my neighbors get mad. My tool ran out of battery.